Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Pillars of Eternity. Let us continue to search through this,
Don't see why not.
dig site? How to remember what this place is called.
I see.
What the heck? A brine imp? 3 skulls above me? That sounds scary. But let's give it a try.
Yes?
Okay. Oh, wait. It doesn't show as 3 skulls anymore. Maybe that's odd.
Yes?
Okay, because 3 skulls means it's bad for us.
I'm here, of course.
Alright, just get into position. Bear, get over here.
Yes?
Alright. Adair.
I'm on it.
That's it! 45 damage! Oh my god. Beautiful.
What can I do you for?
Let's mark the worm.
Attack!
Apparently the imp is over here now. We gotta move her closer to her bear.
I've got an arrow with your name on it.
Berserk!
Say your prayers.
This thing didn't even try to fight back. Alright then. Also, we can probably mess around. I forgot to do this, but we can mess around with the party AI. So I don't have to do so much micro. Oh boy. Okay. Can I just like add a series of things to do? Always true. Oh boy. Holy power? Self. Prioritize by... That doesn't really matter. I don't think. You know, maybe I should probably mess around with this later, like in between episodes, so I actually know how to do this before I spend like 20 minutes. All right, you know, how about we just do a pre one here? Apply afflictions. So it just has every single ability that they have. What about cautious? Holy radiance. Okay. So let's do... Yeah, priest cautious, monk aggressive. And then I think I'll dip into that a little bit more on my own time.
I'll help.
Andra Tara. Found and traded. Okay, so that's just trading stuff.
I'll
Luminous Ultra Dirt. Okay.
Indeed.
But nothing really else down here. Alright.
Better part of that.
Clever.
Okay, a young panther. Generator occasionally vibrates wildly and you can faintly hear the sound of metal grinding on metal.
In the darkness.
I don't think we need to do any kind of crazy ability here. Just
Between the
murder.
eyes.
Yes?
Nope, just kill it. Beautiful.
How can I
I'm
help?
sitting here trying to do these battles all tactically, and it's like, they're not that hard yet. So maybe we don't need to spend that much time. Can't forget about your vegetables. See, what happened to these people is that they forgot to eat their vegetables. Sure. Several men and women appear to be locked inside a cage of some kind. They're little more than silhouettes behind the glass, pointing and gesturing excitedly.
You out there, are the beasts gone?
One woman comes up to the door, hands pressed against the glass. I took care of the creatures. The woman turns away to have a muffled exchange with the others. Then she pulls out something by the door and you hear a rattling clank. Survivors!
Perfetto! We are saved!
Wait a minute. Is that our companion from the first game? Maybe I forget their name. A youngish man with bright eyes and a twitching smile claps his hands in joy as he steps out of the cage. The woman next to him, however, remains sober.
Me and the Watcher? We're always happy to help.
Yeah, she beams at you, eyes filled with pride. You just joined up with me. What do you mean we're always This is the first...
Governor Clario must have sent you to rescue us, no? But you do not look like one of his guards.
She rises onto the balls of her feet and peers behind you as if searching for someone else. She looks to be the only midway into her 30s, though the serious set of her mouth makes her seem older. Clario sent me to find Odorissi, or his notes. An older woman hawks an impressive gob of phlegm onto the ground and kicks a clump of dirt over
I
it.
told you the governor does not care about us. This is all about profit. For him, the rest of the Valiant.
Caloste!
She silences the other with a sharp look. She turns back to you with resigned breath.
You are here, and that is what matters.
Is that that has to be that looks just like him. Where is Odorissi? The Animensters look at one another.
He is still in the ruins, we think.
She grimaces, her gaze darting to her toes. Alright. What happened?
We were taking measurements of the luminous Adra when something strange began happening.
Like a giant statue?
Fascinating. The pillar started to dim, the ground shook, and our instruments showed unusual variations.
That's when those of us with a grain of sense got into the cage.
She glares at the excitable young man, but he doesn't seem to notice. What happened then?
The Colossus. Some kind of construct made from luminous Adra. It passed through the arena toward the pillar.
Vanessa closes her eyes.
Moments later, the pillar went dark, and all of our colleagues outside the cage froze. Like they turned to ash.
She goes quiet, her hands clasped in front of her. The young man leans forward, his eyes wide with a perverse kind of excitement.
That is when the panthers and worms showed up. Started going through the tents. It was awful, but Engfirth.
Vanessa shoots him a furious look, and he falls silent again. A confused and slightly injured expression crinkles his face.
Some of our people are still missing in the ruins, including Odorissi, our lead researcher. It is possible he managed to hide.
Her furrowed brow, however, suggests otherwise. I should go look.
Most of the ruins are that way, through the door next to the ramp.
She points to a dark entrance in the eastern wall of the arena.
If you are going below, you should take Engfirth with you.
She turns and motions someone to the front of the group.
Hey, he looks just like...
It is him! Adair cuts himself off for reasons not yet apparent. His jaw hangs slack. A sharp-featured elf comes to the fore. As he meets your eyes, he gives you a knowing nod. He's earned a few new scars, but you recognize Eloth, Corficer. Eloth, okay, all the same. He taps a finger to his lips, a sly smile working its way across them.
Engfirth knows a great many spells. At first, he even cast fire to chase away the panthers.
Oh, did he now?
Until the flames nearly caught one of the tents.
His name is Ingfirth. You're making a really great case for Ingfirth.
Outside of this cage, his skills would be a boon.
Yeah, I bet they would be.
I do not expect the ruins will be any safer. Many of our people remained behind, which has surely attracted more wildlife.
I don't remember his story. Like, he wasn't entirely a good person. I almost want to say, like, he almost betrayed... Maybe... Oh, gosh darn, I can't remember.
It would be prudent to take help, as long as Engfirth is willing to go.
She looks quickly to Eloth. He nods.
I would be happy to assist.
He holds your gaze with wide, expectant eyes. I will gladly accept his help. He gives you a quick smile.
Be careful. I'm Miko.
Friend, okay. She gives Aloth's hand a quick squeeze before backing away.
I shall try.
Aloth nods at her before leading you a short distance away.
Thank you for your discretion. I'm certain you have many questions, but I fear they must wait until we're off this island.
He casts a regretful glance back at Vanessa and the Animancers. At least tell me what you've been doing here.
That's a rather long story. The short version, for now, is that I'm gathering information on local animancy operations.
He looks you up and down.
But I could ask you the same.
Huh. The gods are up to something again. I need to understand what.
Oh, there's never a dull moment with you.
He raises an eyebrow.
We can speak more freely once we're away from Port Mage. For now, let us find Odorisi.
I agree. Oh! Wizard plus fighter? Wizard or spellblade? I do like the idea of a battle mage. Gosh darn, I love multiclassing so much, but we already have 2 multiclassers. One of them already a fighter. So do we really need another one? Wizard.
Yes?
Welcome on board Aloth. Jolting touch. Penetration 9. Accuracy versus their deflection. Jumps from the caster's fingers to the nearest enemy and then to the next nearest. Okay. Fan of Flames versus their dex. Alright. Summons multiple endearing spell missiles that batter the target, inflicting crush or corrode damage. Oh, so that just hits. There's no accuracy needed. Surrounds the caster with a spirit or shield of spirit energy, granting an increased armor rating and concentration. Okay. Interesting. Ball of Fire, inflicting burn damage upon anyone in its path and knocking them prone versus Dex. This is versus their Constitution. Creates a lance of pure necrotic energy causing corrode damage instantly and over time. And then versus their Willpower, a cloud of heavy fog settles the mind on those in the area of effect, dulling senses and wits. Okay. Channeling excessive energy through the scepter hurts the wielder with each attack, but increases the damage dealt. Yeah, sure. Alright, well, let's go, Aloth. Is there anything else here? Oh, a little bit of money.
I shall.
Alright, let's go. Huh. So Aloth and Adair got him super early, just like you do in 1. Actually, I think Aloth was first, wasn't he? And then Adair, maybe? Can't remember.
Indeed.
I'll be right back.
It's time to be sneaky.
Poor fools. They were unprepared for this.
I just don't remember how I'm supposed to feel about Aloth. Like, something tells me he's not the best of people.
I'll handle it.
Okay. Orin powder. Will-O-Wisp. What is your weakest defense? Constitution. So Necrotic Lance? Maybe?
course.
We're not.
I said attack! I thought I told everyone to attack. Oh, whatever.
Could use something to put a little pep in my step.
Let's do a knockdown attack. Or at least try to. Activate Berserking. See if we can knock this thing down. Woot woots. Beautiful.
I got it.
Anything in here?
I shall be discreet.
Of course, darling. I see. Soul in the darkness.
How can I help?
Let's just open up with the pillar spell.
Lavru beyond seek.
Jeez. Beautiful.
Sure thing. Real quiet. Happy to oblige.
Hello.
There.
What's your defenses like? Still the lowest is going to be the Constitution, so let's do another opener with the Pillar of Light. And we'll do the Necro Lance on this one. We'll split this up.
Lavru beyond seek.
Attack.
Did it not go through? Did I cancel it?
Oh?
Charge.
Lavru beyond seek.
How can I help?
Oh, you already marked. Okay, cool.
How can I
I guess I can't just kind of let them do their own thing for a little bit.
I'll take care of it. I shall. Yes?
So what is up with this thing? I don't think I can do anything with it.
I'll be right back.
Hello, Brian Imp.
My turn.
I think this is just a really good opener. Oh, it left.
Uh-huh.
Try that again. 3, 1.
Lavru beyond seek. You're going down.
Alrighty. What do we got? Torch. Crushing damage. 25% damage as burn. That's interesting. It's considered a club. What are cannonballs doing down here?
Yes. I'll handle it.
Animancer's hat? It's a fancy hat. Jade. It has been a stroke of unimaginable fortune to find an Adravane in such pristine condition. The essence is so concentrated here that, even from the far side of the corridor, the pillar's light pulses like a star. At times, I almost feel as if I can sense it, like the warmth of sunlight upon the skin. We will need to reinforce the central chamber before attempting further excavations. The ruins are unstable, and Cella's motley workforce of savages and paupers grows more fearful by the day. With the assistance of a single watcher, we could trace the essence in the primary vein and isolate those deposits worthy of extraction. I've petitioned Director Castol in Nekataka for such a resource, but I am continually rebuffed. What's this place? A great and ancient city. Alright. It is unthinkable that the Valiant Trading Company cannot isolate, within the vast borders of its considerable influence, a single suitable candidate. I must assume that the wretched Alette woman is hoarding them for her fanciful experiments. Transportation. As if we have time to expend on such frivolities. It's transportation? I don't know, man. Transportation's pretty good.
I'll take care of it.
Moss and grime has been scraped clear of a large portions of this mural, revealing the vibrant hues of the Igwithian
I'll handle it.
figures. Alright. There we go, buddy.
That's Odorisi.
Oh. Frozen mid-stride, this grim figure is turned toward the colossal pillar of Adra that dominates the chamber. The ashen corpse's outstretched hand rests upon the crystal's dulled surface. Clutched tightly in the remnants of a fist is a bundle of papers, bound together by a leather cord. Several more pages are scattered on the ground at your feet.
I think that's the guy we're looking for. Sure holding on to those papers tight.
As you pull the papers free, the ashen fingers gripping them slow away, disintegrating into a fine plume of dust. Excuse me. Standing here by the lone figure, you are struck with the feeling of dread. The air around you, the very motes of ash and dust, all of it is stagnant and still. The feeling grows worse when you look up at the Adra and sense no energy flowing into its surface. It is as though it has been disconnected from the wheel. Well, that's not good.
You place your hand against the pillar of luminous Audra. A dim, warm light emanates from the surface, but it feels cool to the touch. Pinpricks dance along your fingers, uncomfortable, but not painful. A woman's voice, scratchy, distant, and halting, echoes in your mind.
Find your soul in him.
You concentrate, peering into the Audra's energy as you would peer into a soul. Its inner light is blinding, but as you become accustomed to it, you perceive the core of the Audra itself, a churning mass of millions of soul fragments. With a jolt, the energy reaches out to you. The Angwithan ruin fragments around you, breaking into incoherent shapes and dissolving to dust, falling into an infinite well of dark gray vapor. Even the ground itself disintegrates into nothingness. All that remains is the murky expanse of the in-between. The Audra pillar, and a skein of golden threads rooted in the pillar that extend far off into the distance. You focus on the threads. You catch glimpses of memories, your memories, mingled among the memories of thousands of other captive souls. The filaments begin to cohere, rapidly twining into a golden cord. With a muffled crack, the cord ripples outward in a violent wave toward the endless distance. The cord undulates over a space so vast that you lose sight of the wave before it finds its end. Then, a heavy creaking, like the sound of mountains shearing under their own weight, washes through the dull gloom of the in-between. A violent force yanks you along the cord at an incredible speed. The murk of the in-between warps erratically, as though you are observing it through an ill-ground lens. Just as quickly as you were pulled forward, you stop, suspended below a massive figure of ancient carved Audra. Like all Audra, it glimmers with energy, but the souls and memories within it are not flowing down. They churn in a vortex that burns at the heart of the statue's mass in some invisible engine. It is Aethys.
What up, Aethys?
The great golden cord terminates in his back, sending pulses of energy throughout his limbs as they move. He walks in long, slow strides toward a brilliant pillar of Audra far in the distance. It shines even more brightly in the in-between than Aethys. From within the teeming throng of souls, dozens of eyes look out to you. Through the cord, their collective anguish and despair push at the edge of your mind. Help us! Please! Help us! Their voices echo in your mind, somewhere within their ranks, you can feel the presence of your own soul slumbering deeper in the gyre.
Reach out. Actually, I'm gonna push past the lost souls to find my
You
own.
attempt to evade the lost souls and find yourself within Aethys. But the incredible power flowing through the gods' body repulses you. Not even your Watcher powers can penetrate the massive tides of energy crashing through him. The souls sense your presence and continue to desperately cry out to you. Aethys' stride slows and stops. His head slowly pivots until its great burning eyes are cast back along the cord. As his gaze meets yours, you feel an overwhelming rush of incredible joy mingled with profound sadness. You have sensed similar anguish in lost souls, but never with this intensity. A soothing voice drifts into your mind.
It takes great bravery to venture through the in-between, even for a Watcher.
A swell of admiration radiates out from the god's heart, a force so intense that it momentarily overwhelms you.
You do not need to follow me, for their sake or your own. Something beautiful is coming. Something that will save us all.
A great light shines from Aethys' brow, so bright that even the souls within him flinch from the source, cowering in fear.
Okay.
Through the glare, you see Aethys' massive arm reach up to grasp the golden cord. The tether carrying energy from the Audra pillar to him, that also suspends your consciousness.
What does that mean?
The sun will yet rise, Watcher. You need only wait for its light to come.
The sun will yet rise.
Aethys yanks on the golden cord, pulling it from his back. The cord tears into filaments that blacken and dissolve to dust. Without pause, he turns to resume his stride toward the distant pillar of Audra, shining on the boundless horizon. You hear the souls within him cry out for just a moment, before your consciousness is snapped away from them. The in-between goes dark. For a second, you feel a mix of nausea and a sensation like spinning and falling. Then the moment ends. Your consciousness has returned to the Angwithan arena. The world is sideways, the Audra pillar upside down. You flinch at the feeling that you're standing on the ceiling. The disorientation overwhelms you and you collapse to your knees next to the luminous Audra pillar. Previously dim and flickering, the pillar now glows with a strong and steady light. You touch the Audra again, but the chill and prickling sensations you felt before are gone, replaced with a comforting warmth, like the embers of a fire that has just lost its flame.
Huh. Okay. Okay. As you return to the world, you feel a hand on your back.
You alright? Come on, we just got you back.
Despite his tone, you can see genuine concern in Adair's eyes. I'm not sure.
Well, if you're not sure, now I'm worried. I've seen you commune with souls of the dead, but this looked altogether different. What happened?
Oh boy. Thousands of suffering souls were trapped within Aethys. I was powerless to help them.
I don't believe the god of rebirth wishes souls to suffer. If he's harvesting them, he's got a plan.
I mean, they were suffering.
What did Gon say? Is he gonna meet us? What do we do next? He charged you with a divine calling, didn't he? Just like he's done for me.
Alof tenses fingers and smiles. I saw a more luminous Audra in his path, but he told me not to follow. That something beautiful is coming.
I wonder if he said the same thing to people in Rayed Saris 20 years ago.
I wonder what he's after, and why he's been giving me these dreams. The things I've seen, they leave a mark on your soul.
She rubs her arms despite the balmy air.
I may not know what Gon's got planned for me, but clearly he wanted me to meet you.
Again, Alof tenses fingers and smiles. Huh. Well, we just met Aethys. What do we got here? Choose one ability. We should probably go grab all the basics, so we'll grab this one next. Another weapon type. You have a quarterstaff, we've got the hunting bow. Let's grab a warbow just in case we find like a really good one. Alright.
Already there.
Well, that was interesting. Aethys was all like, hey, yo, what up, Watcher? Don't worry, man, I got this.
I've got... Whoa. You might want to duck.
Killed him? Oh, Jesus. I just took a whole bunch of damage. I wasn't going to take this fight seriously, and then look what happens.
You're going down.
How
can I help?
Oh, they're all dead. Alright. Wasn't sure about the constructs at first. These new techniques may be less extreme than those of eccentrics like Galvino, but it gets harder to remember that once the hulking things are moving around like large, noisy, witless dolls. The constructs require daily maintenance and they make the workers uncomfortable. Still, they've been effective deterrent to the local wildlife, and I have to admit, I've started to feel safer with one of them standing nearby while I work. Larvae?
How can I help? You've got it. I'll be right back.
These ornate bronze fixtures appear to be braziers. Soot lines the interior of their metallic petals, and you spy fresh coal beneath a filigreed grating. Alright. Someone lit these recently. Had you the means, you might do the same. Light them with a torch. Nothing happens for a moment, and then the brazier ignites in a sudden rush of flame. You scarcely touch the flame to the brazier surface when it catches with a hollow roar. The flame jets downwards, moving to a narrow channel connecting both braziers. Good thing we got those torches. Okay.
Well, at least it didn't catch us by surprise.
Only the bold, the reckless, and the fortunate shall pass safely within. So we need to disarm this trap. I have not noticed any of these symbols around.
How can I help? You've got it.
Let's move onward. Praise to bold-hearted Avarix, master of the blade.
Oh, all right.
All that remains of this is Raka the Fortunate. Uh-huh.
Yes, indeed.
You stay down here, buddy. Only the bold, the reckless, and the fortunate. Bold, reckless, and fortunate. And this person's bold? No, 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 no. Sorry. Bold-hearted. So that's first. Bold, reckless, and fortunate. And this is fortunate. Part of the statue near the legs has been forcibly removed. Okay, so it's boom, something, and then that one.
I'm here, of course.
But we need to find it.
I'll take care of it.
Without him, there would be no glory. The copper bowl is tarnished to a blue-green. Grime and dust coat the surface in a thin film. Examine the bowl. There is a shallow circular depression. Place the champion's medal. Maybe this is where our other clue is. Get up here.
How may I help? I shall.
Clever.
Amulet of health. 15 max health. Most virtuous architect. Wait, no, it was fortuitous? Seeing if it's in here. Fortunate. Okay. Let's see. Amulet of health. I seem to get hit a lot, so... Oh, wait. What am I wearing right now? +1 to perception. When near death. Alright. Yeah, that happens. I kind of like the ability to come back, so... You can get this.
How may... Indeed.
What is that last symbol?
I'll take care of it.
Oh, did I not go down here?
I'll handle it.
I see them.
Hello, Construct. Let's see. So you are going to be susceptible to Dex. But do you even take fire? You're immune to fire, so that's not an option. That's also fire.
To the right.
2 constructs. Okay, I didn't realize there were 2. But that's okay.
That hardly seems fair. Have some
Happy
of
to
this.
oblige.
Let's do the might.
How'd you like that? Be on sake. Smarts, don't it?
Woot woot!
Yeah. Sure
I'm
thing.
looking for a shield.
Of course.
Not a sword. Nor a pickaxe. I need a shield with a symbol on it. Gosh darn it! Did I miss it? Oh, maybe that's it. Well, I mean, maybe. What is that, like a temple on a mountaintop or something? You would think it'd be lying around here. Is there even a simple... Oh, there is! Okay, so That's probably it. So it would be this, that, and this. Alright, that was it. Well, hello, gladiator sword. What do you do? Additional damage, +4 accuracy, +1 to penetration, grants scrim. An ancient technique for balancing defense and offense, enhances melee damage and deflection when wielded with a shield. Corroded blade, -1 penetration. Interesting, so that cancels each other out. So it's just a 6. I can enchant. Removes the corroded blade. Unique, with the gold border, weapon and armor and shields can be enchanted to further increase their potency. Each enchanting recipe requires a number of specific ingredients. When you have the ingredients to perform, it will display a plus in the upper left corner of the item's icon. So so it would make it a penetration of 7? Sure. I mean, we have it. Why not? Okay, let's start heading back up here. Who is the sword person? Does anyone even have swords?
Hey.
That's a profession? You have sabers, right? Yeah, you don't have sword. Not yet, anyway.
Of course.
Oh? As the souls move past you, some turn their heads in your direction, but most seem fixated below you, on the Adra beneath your feet. A few nod their heads in thanks or raise a hand to acknowledge your presence.
What do you see that I can't, Watcher?
Souls. Dozens of them, maybe hundreds. They're all going to the Adra.
All of them? Really?
A small group of souls has started to cluster around you. One of them is standing a bit closer than the others and gestures for your attention.
Watcher, we'd like to come with you.
Why don't you just go to the Adra?
We would, and we appreciate that you showed us the way, but what if the Adra goes dark again before we reach the beyond?
Very well. Follow me.
Can I harvest the souls now?
What is... Are you, like... Alof nods, a quiet smile etched across his lips. Yes, of course.
Thank you for aiding my mission, Watcher. I just knew you'd help me if I followed you.
What is up with Alof and, like, nodding in a... Choti glides her hand in a series of motions that resembles a martial art or an intricate dance. As she slides a circle around the area, she begins swinging her lantern faster and farther from her body until an ephemeral light flares from inside. The lure is answered and several souls change course, drifting past the lantern's cage to disappear.
Thank you, Watcher.
Yeah? Well, don't see why not.
You're welcome.
We will remain here to see to our dead.
Well, good luck with that, my friend. Okay, we can't get up there. Well, guess that means our job here is done. And... I keep clicking the wrong button. Just because we don't have the specialty, it just means that we don't get their unique thing, right? But this would still just be better. Penetration of 8. Which is almost this one. And this does more damage. And it grants us Scream. Is that like a stance? Alright.
Of course. I'll take care of it.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Oh, is that right? Must gather our party first. Okay. I kind of want to search around. A solitary rice farmer looks bountiful enough to welcome trade. I'll tell you what, let's end this one here, and then we will start the next one with exploring the island there, the woods, and then maybe even go to the burial sites before we return. Maybe we'll go there after. I want to go to these woods. I need to at least check those out and see what that's all about. But let's do that in the next episode. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Take care.